Right then, welcome back. Today we're going to show you highlights of a 20-minute endurance race at the Daytona motorcycle road course. So we went testing. That's the second lot of testing we did because I made a slight change to the setup. Did a 134.6, which put us 11th. I'm happy with that. I'll take that. The Aprilia is not the fastest thing in a straight line. There's the setup. So day Moto road. Heavy on the front end for support, but the tyre's going to go stone cold. We know that from when we did the oval racing. And it's wet. It's always bloody wet. And as per normal, we were relying on the AI to be kind and not pump us up the bottom on the start. And guess what? They did not give us any kindness whatsoever. The autopilot was an arse. It disconnected just before we tipped in there. Then there was a bit of a glitch. Then we got a punt up the backside from somebody, and then we ran wide and tight and into the barrier and off and bits and bobs. And we got back on, and we ended up in 17th. Now, as always with these endurance races, the gap to leader and the fuel difference is always the thing that we need to keep an eye on. It doesn't matter that we're down in 16th and that we're trying to pass people into this little hairpin at turn 6, and this bit there's just a little bump as you turn in there into turn 7, and it's absolutely horrible. The track was like ice. It was so slippy, unbelievably slippy, and also there's no white lines to tell you where to go, so they were all cut in that first corner, which is fine. And then through this massive bus stop chicane, see, look, someone down there, absolutely ridiculously slippy. I thought I'd cut this one and got a nice 0.6 of a second penalty. It seemed unfair, but apparently you can cut the first one but not the second one. I didn't know, because we don't spend a massive amount of time here. AI, shit, slow, horrible. Just wanted to be in the way all the time, didn't want to race. It was a block fest. You go around the outside of somebody, they let the brakes off. You got the inside of somebody, they let the brakes off. But we've gone from 17th to 7th, soon to be 6th. The gap to leader was 5.9 seconds ish, and it's now 3.0. Round the outside, there you go, look, see them brakes, just lets them off. So we return the favour into turn 5, and well, we're making good progress. And you know what's going to happen? I'm going to say to you, all good things must come to an end, and they do. And that's not it. Running wide on the grass, I can take that. That's not an issue. The problem was me not going steady enough to compensate for the very, very, very slippy conditions. So we run on at the bus stop, go across the grass, a bit of a self-imposed penalty. We're already up to 0.7, we're on a lap 2, and we've got 0.7 of a second penalty already. Then we run into the wall because I don't know what I was looking at. And the rejoin is absolutely scary, bikes hammering past about 180 mile an hour. So we've gone from 5th to 17th, someone falls off, we get to 16th, bikes sliding about. Up into turn 5, again a nice little passing place, round turn 8 onto the back straight, get on the gas, force a Panigale into the tyre wall, oops. Basically standard script, fall off, fight your way back to the front, hope that they go into the pits because they're using too much fuel, and see if we can get a win, which, well, when we at Snetterton, a couple of races time, the race at Snetterton was rather entertaining. God knows what AI programming. The person who programmed the AI for this game genuinely needs to be shot. Their input into video games needs to cease immediately and never happen again. But end lap 3, we go past the pits, we end up in 7th. So we've gone from 5th to 17th to 7th. Lap 4, it's carnage. There's six bikes in front of us, 6 bikes and riders. No one wants to lead, no one wants to do anything, no one wants to race, they all just want to block and hug the inside line, so that gives us a chance to go around the outside, and it's just not It's not drying out. It's Daytona. Daytona in Flow Rider, it should be warm, 24 degrees at 3:30 in the afternoon. This track should be steaming. It should be absolutely dry by now. Dry as a Nevada desert it should be. But lap 4, again, we're a little bit hot into the bus stop chicane. I just couldn't get the braking point right. Coming out onto the oval and then getting that braking point was absolutely awful. But again, the AI were disgustingly poor around the oval. So we're up to second. 1 second, 0.7 of a second to the leader. I think, do you know what? I'm just going to go in the pits. It looks like it's drying out. It's 24 degrees, although it took ages to dry out. Nearly 5 laps, which is horrendous. To say it's on times 15 speed as well. Excuse me. We went, well, whatever we went for, medium, hard medium, whatever it was. Full tank of gas, and we came back out in 8th. What the AI was doing out of the pit lane, I'm not sure. And look at this as well, this is horrific. When does that pit lane limiter come off? Nobody seems to know, nobody wants to take responsibility for it. It's just awful. So we lose another 2 places to riders who've already pitted, already on soft tyres. Note the leader, 23 seconds up the road, is on rain tyres, 35% fuel. So they're 100% definitely mucho grande going to stop. We end of lap 5, past the pits, we jump from 8th to 4th. Now everyone in front of us is now pitted. The difference is I had 90% fuel, they haven't. Out onto the oval, lap 6, 83% fuel for me, 60% fuel for them. Gap to leader 8 seconds, or 9 seconds as it was. And I thought I was doing alright into turn 1. Apparently not. I must try harder. French rider show me the way forward. But again, it is what it is. It was so slippy, and there's a stupid little tip off there. Back down to 4th, dragging past riders on the oval. Oh, it's just as boring as the oval was, and it was boring. It was horrifically boring. Half of this track is really good, the infield. The other half of it, just no, absolutely no, not good. Again, it's all down to the physics engine, isn't it? The physics model. So I just get bored, think we'll stuff it up the inside of the French rider, and then just go chasing the leader, Owen Brown, who's on home territory. That was nice for the air as well, wasn't it? Dawdle about all day, you go past him and they smash you up the bottom. And end of lap 8, he decides he's going to pit again. 5 minutes left, 30% fuel. Just knock the fuel rate down. Knock it down to eco or something. Surely that's quicker than pitting again. And to be honest, nothing else happened. It wasn't a particularly entertaining race. The track is so big that all the bikes bar me are in one half of the track, and I'm in the other half doing my own thing. Weird track with the physics. Can't get my brain around it. But we won, and I'm a little bit upset because I've spent a lot of time on this Aprilia, 1,639 miles worth of time to be exact, and I used to love it, and now I don't know. It feels a bit poo. Oh, excuse me, I can't stop yawning today. So tired. But yeah, the BMW is my favourite at the minute, the S1000 RR, which we're going to use next at the Road Atlanta MotoGP layout. But yeah, Daytona. Why is this track in the game? Is my only question. We won it at a canter in the end. 36 seconds. Yeah, no problem. Particularly dull, I feel. Not a lot happened. So I apologise if you watch the full race and you're like, what is he doing? But I'm going to put them all up because I can't help myself. So there you go. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, subscribing. And hopefully the next one will be a little bit more entertaining. And entertainment seems to stem from me making mistakes. So hopefully it's entertaining without me making a mess of it. Fingers crossed. I will see you next time. Take care. Stay safe. Peace.